Yo, invitations are lit. I didn't know they could drop that. Yo, guys, what's up? Joker here, coming back for the part 2 of the Elderberg Shaper. So, essentially, now it is going to be the Shaper Guardians. So, same thing as the Elders. We're going to go ahead and run these 4 maps, and then we're going to run the invitation. And then we're going to go ahead and see how many Shaper fights we end up with, as well as how many Maven fights we end up with, on top of other loot. Now, I did go ahead and I emptied out the loot from the Elder already. That way it'd be easier to tell. I left the 4 Maven fights in here just so I would be able to see how many Maven fights I did start with and how many I got from the Shaper Guardians, because in my other tab I already have a Maven fight and I already have a bunch of shards, so I can't really throw those up there, right? So actually, I took this off public, right? Okay, yeah, I saw the price and I'm like, yeah, because after this I am going to run those Shapers and Elders. So let's go ahead, same thing as the last one essentially. Let's go ahead and just get this started. All right, and we're about halfway done. We've done 5 maps, and oh my god, I don't know what it is. I may be just in that part of the middle ends league burnout or the arthritis that the league's given me acting up, but these maps have taken forever. I don't know if it's just because the older maps have that set layout of the maps you normally run, and you can run to the boss in like a minute. Uh the Shaper Guardians, their maps, I don't know why, their maps are so fucking big, dude. Like, I think Phoenix has the shortest map, but their maps are just so long. There's literally no reason for their maps to be this long. But if we go look at the loot, we so far have 7 sets, with Hydra being the least thing. We got 2 Maven fights, and then we also got a couple of cool bases. So, I don't know if it's just worth more, but where did it go? Where is it? Hold up. Oh, right. I literally just saw it. Vermilion Ring dropped in one of the fights, and it says it's a 2x base, so that's pretty cool. I mean, hey, money there. Alright, and we finally finished that. I don't know why, but that felt infinitely longer. Maybe because I already ran Shaper maps earlier this league or what, but I don't know. Maybe because last time I believe I had my Headhunter when I used it, when I did them last time, right? And that's probably why these maps felt so much longer. Because I didn't have like all the buffs. But I went ahead and I got it completed. So we have 16 sets, so pretty much almost identical. So that's kind of funny that I almost got 16 sets of this too. We got 1 ritual vessel and we got 4 Maven fights. Remember, because we already had 4 in there. And so I got the same amount of Maven fights. I got the same amount of Shaper fights. So that's pretty decent. And then if we go here, this is where it changes, right? The amount of influenced items that dropped is insane, right? I am breaking it down to pretty much just the fact that Shaper bases have way more items that you can hit that are actually worth something compared to the Elder, right? We go to Elder, there's what, one, two, there's only 3 things over 100C. But if you go over to Shaper, there's what, one, two, three, four, five. Yeah, it's literally almost double. So it's double the chance to hit better bases. Um, and I think that's it. But as well as the forms, the invitations, they were dropping so many items, dude. Like an unnecessary amount of items, as you can see. Because if I jump over here, I got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elder items, and I got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so more than 7, right? I don't want to count them all. And some of them are items that are decent, like the spike point arrow quiver, since everyone's doing that elemental Ellie hit. Apparently, Shaper spike point is good for that, so you can craft on that. As well as these 2 rings together is about 3.5x. these are 40C each, and these are 40C each. So I definitely made more money from the Shapers, but the Shaper maps, like I was saying, are just so long. They are so long. Um, Shaper maps are so long, as well as they're, in my opinion, the Shaper Guardians are more annoying. Well, not really all of them, but mainly the fact that Chimera has 4 phases, and the fact that Minotaur can kill you from off screen. Like if you're not paying attention and he burrows and he comes up under you, unless you have massive like Fizz as LE or physical reduction, he's gonna one shot you. Especially if like in some of the forms it had the bosses with increased attack and cast speed. So he would literally do that like every second, and it was the most annoying thing. I had to find him and burst him down, or I was dead. Um, but yeah, I mean, all in all, I'd say that it's pretty worth to run. Unfortunately, pretty worth to run Shaper over Elder. Once again, I may have just gotten lucky, but the fact that the bases are just worth more, I think makes up for it, right? And the maps usually are easier to come by because you can roll Shaper maps. You can't really roll Elder maps. So I think that's part of it as well. So if I wouldn't have gotten the extra, see, I can't tell how much of it's lucky, right? Because I also got a park map there. I know that's lucky, but these bases, all the forms, the watchstones, I can't tell how much of the loot is actually luck, or if I just got super unlucky with the elders, because my elder loot kind of sucked, but the shaper loot was really good. So I don't know. Take it as you will. I have shown both. I've shown the results, and honestly, if you're farming for either elder or shaper fights, you get the same amount. There's no benefit there. You don't get like more shaper fights than you would elders. So those are pretty much a break even. Out of 10 maps, I'm assuming you get 16 of the respective fight if you're using Guardian's Aid. Alright, guys. But to keep it short, I'm going to end it there. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, and take this into consideration if you choose to do Shaper or Elder maps. And until next time, take care.